part of it.
Doing
Flash gonna be coming.
Made up and over the top, Ozpot's going in, dips down, has to take that refract out immediately. Verno able to find one, but MIBR does get rid of Heretics at the same time. Now the flank getting ready to come in, but noted, dealt with Woot. Able to find it with a headshot. Ozpot's, however, right back into the fray, gets himself into the site. He's able to find Benji Fishy, and Shenum does manage to take down the enemy 5%. Plant coming through. 2v3 for the attempted retake here for Heretics.
They're so good at backing up those executes, and it's so difficult to read if Ozpot fully commits or not, but Shenum gonna be holding a tight angle. Verno stepping in.
Riding the corner here, the smoke, Shenum right there alongside him. That's going to be Pooh, able to collect them both. Doesn't take a lick of damage. Now finds himself into the 1v1. Up in towards heaven, though, goes Ozpot. Trying to go from an unexpected angle, and he has pulled it off.
Quick dash out there.
They're looking for a trap setup here, but Ozpot eats an immense amount of damage. Good. Farno trying to see if he can spot anything out here top mid. Nothing to be found. Woot finishes the job. Finds himself a second as Hudson gets taken down as well. Coming through, Boo gets the spot. Not calling for any rotations quite really yet here, but won't be necessary. Boo holds the line.
To play a little bit further back to Team Heretics on A site. Benji somehow finds a kill.
First one on the map just gets out
in the front of sight. Haunt to confirm presence. That's going to keep MIBR there.
They delay it for now. As this creep around the side continues to come through, but the wall gets tripped 0 point at the ready. Here at the same time, looking to try to get an entry through this yard's position. Flash into the back, Paranoia is there. Corrode able to collect one. Rien's finally going to be finished off, so a kill found. Hunter's Fury coming through. Benji Fishy tucks into the corner just behind the box here. Manages to avoid those final pulses. Wow. Quick peek, and Corrode is going to be able to find him at the same time. Fragment out to MIBR's demise. Forced forward into the open arms of MIBR. And happily collect those kills and now get the spike planted.
Phenomenal work from Corrode.
One enemy remaining.
And now, just Boo. Left standing already. Here in this forward position, just going to silently try to creep his way back. And get out of dodge scot-free. Just the one weapon to be retained. Overall, economy from Heretics will be able to afford a buy, but realistically, if you can just put Spike down on the floor, that might just be the round done and dusted. Spike, however, not going to be contested for now, so the plant does manage to come through. Verno going to get tagged up, tucks away back here at yard. He's trying to peek for the rest of the squad, but it's going to be MIBR able to find the person. Corrode does get taken down. Benji Fishy joins the fray, finds one himself, but Rien's now spotted out. As both shots from Ozpot end up going wide. Woot able to win the fight, brings it now to a 2v2, but Verno tucking into the corner, catches Boo, trying to reload. Now goes into the 1v1. Time working against Woot.
Just needs to play time.
Oh, spotted. Saw the head there. And on this swing, Artisan gets the headshot.
Bit of a jump peek, spot on the Boo.
TP into the back of the B site here. But Boo, on a repeat, does manage to find Ozpot. That's a great shutdown to be found now. The convergent path, something that's not going to be a concern for you here in the round. Shenum's made his way up in towards heaven. Looking for the peek and steadies the spray eventually. He's able to find Boo. Paranoia cuts off MIBR here. He sprays out some shots. Now they know there's going to be further presence reinforcing that heaven position. But MIBR, nonplussed by it. They just focus on getting the spike planted.
So much for the retake here for Heretics. They've got to get this one going with the ult cycle.
Spot out coming through, and Rien's on the peak there from heaven, able to find one. Tap of the defuse. A 3v4. Verno looking for something, but MIBR is there from behind. Able to find it. The pit now blooming, and Benji Fishy gets the final shot.
It's going to take a lot of space.
Yeah, I mean, it's really all of the back of this Odin. Just spraying forward to be able to try to allow for this space to be taken. And Artisan is right there looking to collect. So they go one apiece between him and Ozpot. Boo. Shutting down the ladder there. Artisan still trying to work his way forward. Sends out the fragment. It's just waiting for the reinforcements to come swooping in. But it seems like Heretics overall not necessarily buying that the spike is heading towards this site. You can see that double linger still over towards A, just in case. But Boo now starting to get the bad news, as it is delivered straight through the brain there. The bullet from Corrode able to shut him down, as now the pit going to be invested, and Verno goes to the plant, which will give him another Hunter's Fury as well. This is looking like a nigh impossible retake here to 2v4 for Heretic. Nothing going to be spotted. Can refract back, but up just go ahead and keep himself in position. Artisan able to peek down to mid. Lots of multiple targets, and Ozpot's now off the flank, trying to get involved. Rien's, however, able to flush him out. The Hunter's Fury from Verno far too late to be able to get the catch. So as the dust settles, it's up just being a 3v3. It is just the lone Benji Fishy here to try to defend this A site, and now he's been spotted out. The recon getting a catch. Sends out the ult, draws down the weapon fast enough, is able to find one. Gives his life for the cause, but now got Rien's quick to rotate around to get himself here into position to try to get the shutdown. 2v2 with Shenum down to 25 health. Just waiting for the spot out, looking for the peak, finds it.
Spike down A.
Shenum, I just don't know if you're going to be able to do much against this Odin. It would have to be instantaneous, but he cannot. Rien's. It'll be a little bit of a util dump, but no real skill forward quite just yet.
Recovering it.
Seemingly just wanting to see what kind of reaction Rise they can get out at Heretics. Boo going to be spotted there for a moment. Convergent path's now going to be sent in. Aspas diving forward, but does end up hitting a couple of his teammates here, it would seem. Hinder there on it. He's just going to play this quietly, but his team is just dying around him. All the more pressure now on his shoulders to deliver an amazing clutch. Some amazing impact. Benji Fishy noted here in mid. How are you meant to play it? Finds the first. Listen towards Link. Nothing to be spotted, but now his position known. And the only way out is to fight. The round win. It's a foregone conclusion. It will not be found. Nor will. Oh. It's been pretty good. He's also doing a decent amount of fragging in his own right. Boo, though, a solid advantage to start things off. Shenum. How he peeks in, maybe thinking that he was going to be able to find that player alone, but that second layer of mini-boot catches him off guard, and then suddenly it's a two-player advantage. Start off the last round of this half.
Oh, it's Nightfall. Thought for a second Rien's might use it just to buy a little bit of time, maybe get a player to cheat over.
Cross on the peak. It's good for the shot. Wood's going to be taken down, and now as they continue to push forward here towards B, it's once again Benji Fishy by himself. The drone trying to lead the way, but Aspas is already far too quick to get on the angle. Finds the shutdown. Now, none of this Vice util matters. Gets himself into a deeper position, checking around towards that spawn access. It's a dimensional drift. Everything in the kitchen sink is going to have to be invested here from the side of Heretics to try to get this round back into their favor. Dimensional drift to try to lead the way. Aspas to try to find a timing. Ends up catching a bullet instead, and Rien's finding a nice shutdown, giving them the player advantage. Hunter's Fury going to be coming through, and Miniboo is way further forward than Verno could have anticipated. Unseen going to be pitched as Boo finds the shot.
A little bit here for Cortezia. Shenum is well in place.
Oh.
Whoop, okay, forget it.
Well, he is simply lost his life. Decent little chunk of damage there on a Miniboo on the re-peak. It's even more across the jump down loop. Playing up on top of the half wall, looking to try to catch him off guard, but Benji Fishy swinging the corner is just going to be able to find the headshot. Just like that, it's a 5v3 now with the spike planted, all ready for the side of Team Heretics. Double push in, Boo holding down this angle here in mid. Playing it quietly. Looks like no one really going to look to try to push the other side of that wall. We'll just cut back themselves over towards Link, try to join in with Artisan as quickly as they possibly can. There's so many angles to try to clear out here for the side of MIBR. Noise made, swing at the corner, the first one going to be found, Miniboo going to be taken down, look at the flick there, over, Shenum now last one standing in a 1v2. Time ticking away, it sets up a smoke, flash confirming presence, gets a one tap, it's now suddenly Benji Fishy has to try to run his way forward into the smoke, but Shenum has the shutdown, and he doesn't have the defuse! Top of the hut here. Poison orb forward, push getting ready to come through. The clear there onto the Thorns, cannot make it happen. Fragment going to be coming through, but that's just disrespected. Rien's just swings in around it, eats a good amount of damage, but finds the critical kill. Verno now locked in position, and he is just scrambling to try to find his crosshair setup. He cannot. Pulling out Blooms, drops, and they just continue to play together and overwhelm every single player from MIBR, one after the other. Then coming through, and this time Aspas does manage to get the jump. Miniboo going to be struck down. Going to be lobbed in. Might just send out the no avail to try to stop it, push forward, but the site has been opened up here for the taking. Heretics happily filling that space.
Great util there to back Cortezia off. Didn't give him the angle to shut down the entry point with his own snake bite. Had to just throw it on sight.
Cosmic Divide now coming through. The Link position, however, still going to be opened up, so his target's placed, and it might not even just be the grab well. Try to pull him out into the open. Verno going to be noted here on the flank. It's taken down. Odyssey on the peak, able to find one. Paranoia now going to be sent through. Woot up here towards the bottom, but it's out to the open for Cortezia to collect as he finds himself a second. Boo dead. Rien's here on the site, all alone the 1v3. The judge just bounds around the corner. Well, here for the moment. It's going to be a matter of can they deal with him. For now, the Nightfall has it set up. It's not going to get a catch onto anything. Flash, however, will find Aspas, and that zones him back. Held at bay here for now. Dash at the ready, still needs a good amount of damage though from that snake bite. Paranoia sent over to the side, but Jenum is about to be under so much pressure. Barely manages to make it in around the corner, out to safety. Flash is sent, gets a connection, Boo. Force a reposition, and time now starting to dwindle. 12 seconds remaining. Plant will be able to come in. Artesian just trying to flash his way forward, but it's just too many targets around the corner as Verno gets taken down as well. 2 players remaining. Aspas looking for the shot. He meant assess that the players are getting ready to storm their way in through main. Looks like they are just about to do exactly that. TP forward. Little flash himself, but spot out on the recon. Not much more to be done here. Shock Dart will go ahead and soften him up a little bit. Finds a smattering of damage. Spike Plant can still come through relatively for free here. Cuts into the corner. MIBR wanting to scale forward, take some more space. Looks like they call the back away. Play this one out a little bit more patiently, a little bit safely. Has been made. Seal Garden going to be sent. To take away the weapons here as the retake it's ready to begin. That Paranoia is not going to be good for it. Woot managing to find 2. Aspas Jenna, 1 apiece. Bring it now into a 3v3. Verno still waiting on that flank through Link. Wall at the ready. The recon not going to be getting a scan here onto either of these players. Still 1 out from main. On around the corner. Who able to find 1. Aspas trades it back, having swapped onto the Vandal, but then quickly does get shut down. Verno looking to try to get the turn.
The ult as well from MIBR. Storms his way through.
Dimensional drift coming through. Quick check from Aspas, and he cannot escape. So fastly do they peek out there. Zeke is taken down. Jenna with a swing around the back of the smoke is able to find 1. Stopping MIBR before he can escape, but now he is alone here on this site. Desperately needing some reinforcements. Finds himself another kill, but Woot will be able to flush him out. The damage dealt. Woot and Boom, both so very low. Hit's going to be invested. Fishy. Moving here just around the corner to try to catch them off guard. His eyes get focused forward. Verno on the check. Still here within the pit. The rest of the team are falling to the wayside. Benji can do nothing.
But they checked the wrong corner with the... Oh my.
Throwing the check in, and anybody he could have just gotten out. He could have... It's Verno watching on the cross angle. Paranoia now going to be sent through. It's a massive connection. The spray, however, does get a good amount of damage in, but it does not find those eliminations quite just yet. Benji, Rienz, both down to 30 HP. Another smoke cycle forward. The bite, the seize, neither getting purchased. And now they're just pushing out of the smoke to their demise.
Spike down A.
Flash in, Whoop there around the box. Is able to get the spike planted. And now finds himself in a 1v3. Now just forward, spots the first, convergent paths. An immense amount of respect perhaps is going to be shown here as MIBR know that they need to win this round. And stacked up here towards this A side of the map. Verno quickly going to be rotating back around over through yard to try to join in. Throne, go ahead and get the scout, get the spot. And that's held him at bay. Slows him up here for the moment.
Chewing through this cosmic divide.
Artesian considering his options here. There's the ping reveal, and Cortezia so quick to respond on the back of that. Draws down the shorty. Keeps himself a second. Verno fast on this flank. Watched here by Rienz. Relays that over to his teammates, and Verno tries to fight back out towards the A main side. Rienz able to hold his own. But it's a pump at the brakes here. 45 seconds remaining.
Now you know where that Odin is. That Prowler gives it away for Artesian.
3v3. A tap of the plant. Artesian looking out wide. The basin, the dink, the spray down. MIBR dead. Woot frantically trying to respond in kind here from across the way, but Artesian shuts him down, and Rienz is stranded in main. Yoden able to find 1 more. The haunt going to be cleared. 13 bullets remaining in this weapon. He needs every last one of them, but none of them will connect. With the full armor, that Vandal behind him. However, okay. Sounds like util hero in the previous round. Verno taken out nice and early. Here's the Nightfall, crashes across the B site. Smoke pushing forward, riding the wall, it's about to fall. And now he has spotted them all. Fragment's gonna go down to try to delay with the Guardian. He's getting that high pen usage, high pen value. He doesn't get struck down. 5v3 now. The bound forward, the time, however, started to tick. Aspas able to find 1 more. Cortezia alone on the site, finds the first, swoops in, finds himself a second, and now it's the 1v1. MIBR needing to win this, needing to find it. And he just narrowly has. Hop there from the teammate, but MIBR able to get what he was after. Throws on that mask, swings around the corner. Now Artisan holding close and sprays down 3!
Down A.
MIBR on the exit, able to find Corrode of Woot. Taking down Verno at the same time. Suddenly it's a 2v2 with all players scattered across the map. No one playing together at this point. But for MIBR, they know that the spike is on the floor. Woot's going to collect that. Artisan taking a forward position here in mid. Trying to flash his way in, but MIBR doesn't get the catch, but he gets the reaction. And he manages to shut him down. Aspas now needing to do it all if he wants to bring this map to its end. A safe plant to be found.
Left.
No way to deny this. And also no weapons nearby. He's going to make it happen. He's going to have to make it happen with the off.
Just a saturate to work with for Util. Has to get value out of it.
Woot there just around the corner. Lingering in behind the box. The wall gets raised. Spike planted a little bit deeper, but Aspas is able to find the first shot. The weapon just a bridge too far, and MIBR, he will have the headshot, the 3K. Flash connecting onto one, Artisan holding the close angle, and they are giving this no credence whatsoever. The kill able to be collected, but now they're swinging from behind. Re-ends with a massive backstab, comes up with 2. Artisan still pinned in, but now Cortezia, he arrives as well. Who's the last one standing, and not for very long. Bait. Spot up on the 3, some damage on the spray there onto MIBR. Cortezia, however, have to use it to try to delay, but the fragment will be there. MIBR already creeping forward, up over to the half wall, but Cortezia able to shut him down. The peek coming through, Verno having this cross angle, just dancing on the thorns. He's just drawing attention as Artisan mows them all down. 14